I just think this is the beginning of what's going to happen. I feel more of a resolve that we can't let this go, that every day we have to know that we have to fight this.
And I did not tell my family I was doing this because I was sure they would be, would appreciate my sentiment but not be happy about it. As I said, I had to do it. Exactly.
And there was a very, intergenerational group there today. People of all ages, I think,
faiths.
and faiths. It
Yep.
just brings everyone out because you can't sit back. You just can't sit back.
And also, we kept saying, what can we bring and what we can't bring? And it was, don't bring a backpack and don't do this and that thing. And I thought we were going to get stopped, and some bottled water, because I knew that, you couldn't bring that. And we just freely walked in. People had backpacks and everything, and we were just freely walking in, which is something that we didn't expect.
But there was some separation of the crowd, so I think, they did maintain some control in that way. And there were undercover police there, from what I understand, as well as uniformed police. But everybody was extremely decent where we were.
It really helps when you belong to a group, because you feel a togetherness in planning things and going, and it's really a good experience.
Yeah. Concerns about racism and intolerance and the neo-Nazi group and the white supremacist group and what's going on in America. What else can you say? I mean, it's just an issue that if you are a human being with any kind of empathy, with any kind of caring, if you're an American, or maybe from anywhere else in the world, you hopefully do care about these kinds of issues.
No, I was discouraged by my family to go. They were really afraid for me to go. But I think what clinched it was when I then saw that the Holocaust Museum had been vandalized as well. And then I thought, this has just gone too far.
I decided almost as soon as I heard I'm Jewish, and I just felt really compelled to go to see what happened last week and see those Nazi flags and hear the chants. It was just devastating. My grandfather escaped from Minsk many years ago. The Tsar wanted him to be in the army, and as a Jew he had no rights, and that resonated with me again, growing up hearing the stories. My father was in World War II. I'm very proud that it was such a peaceful event. I mean, people made their feelings known. It was very clear. There were a lot of chants about go home and we don't want you here, but done, I would say, respectfully. Nobody was pushing, shoving, bullying, doing anything that was untold. The other side was contained and surrounded by the police.
When I left, there were just two words in my mind: Boston Strong. And it made me so proud. And I just felt that there were some skirmishes along the way, but as we were walking out of the park towards Charles Street, we were thanking the policemen on the way, because they were there and they did such a good job. None of us felt in any danger.
To see the incredible crowds of people who were there for the right reasons versus a very, very small turnout for the alt-right.
And everybody started going towards where this whole event was going to take place, and I think I never intended to go there. I thought just the State House would be great. But it was a calm enough crowd, and everybody went, and there was plenty of protection, so it was good. They have a right under the Constitution to speak. They don't have the right to incite violence. I think that Mayor Walsh sat down with them, and he said he had to do it, he didn't want to, but by law he did, and they did put down a lot of conditions to it that they had to follow. And I think being well prepared like that, I think helped to make everything calm down.